SBS stands firm against the rising calls from various European Union nations to boycott the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest in 2026, asserting its intention to participate even if Israel is allowed to take part. This resistance stems from the governing body of Eurovision set to make a crucial decision regarding Israel's eligibility in December. Despite this pending decision, SBS expressed to The Guardian its commitment to be involved in the 2026 event, which will be held in Vienna, regardless of the outcome concerning Israel. Originally, broadcasters faced a deadline to submit their participation applications by Monday, followed by a 28-day grace period, allowing nations to withdraw without financial repercussions. However, the European Broadcasting Union, EBU, recently announced an extension to mid-December. Martin Green, the event's director, emphasized the need for additional flexibility and clarity as consultations continue with member broadcasters about each nation's participation in the upcoming contest. Countries such as Ireland, Slovenia, Spain, the Netherlands, and Iceland have already expressed their unwillingness to participate should the EBU decide to permit Israel in the competition, especially amid the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. This situation has drawn parallels with the EBU's previous decision to ban Russia from the contest, right after its invasion of Ukraine in 2022. On Wednesday, Eurovision dismissed earlier reports from Israeli media suggesting that the EBU had informally approached Khan, Israel's public broadcaster, hinting that Israel might temporarily step aside or compete under a neutral flag to avoid exclusion. Martin Green clarified to Guardian Australia, "The EBU has not made any proposals to Khan regarding participation in next year's Eurovision Song Contest." He continued, recognizing the nuanced concerns regarding the persistent conflict in the Middle East. Discussions are ongoing with all EBU members to comprehend their perspectives on managing participation amid the geopolitical challenges surrounding the Eurovision event. Each broadcaster has until mid-December to confirm their participation, and the EBU will respect the decisions made by its members. Golan Yokpaz, the chief executive of Khan, articulated to the Times of Israel that Eurovision is fundamentally a cultural celebration rather than a political arena, pointing to Israel's impressive track record in recent editions, which includes several top 5 finishes since Khan's establishment in 2017. However, calls for SBS to support the boycott are gaining traction from organizations such as the Australian Greens and the Palestine Advocacy Network, APAN. David Shilbridge, the Green spokesperson on foreign affairs, stated that the glitz, the sparkles, and the music of Eurovision shouldn't overshadow human rights concerns. He argued with Slovenia, Ireland, the Netherlands, and others, stating they won't support Eurovision 2026 if Israel is given a platform to whitewash genocide. It is time for Australia to align with their principled stance. Shoebridge further criticized the Eurovision slogan of unity through music, labeling it inconsistent when one competing nation engages in ethnic cleansing and violence against innocent civilians. He labeled this situation a gross double standard, especially considering Eurovision's previous actions of barring Russia from the competition over its military actions in Ukraine. Upon President Nasser Mashni echoed similar sentiments, insisting that Israel should be barred from participating not only in Eurovision, but also in significant global events like the Football World Cup and the Olympics, asserting that these platforms should be reserved for nations that adhere to internationally sanctioned laws rather than those accused of committing genocide. Despite these allegations, Israel has strongly denied any claims of genocide occurring in Gaza. SBS has refrained from confirming whether the EBU has reached out to discuss Israel's participation. In a statement, an SBS representative noted, SBS has been broadcasting the Eurovision Song Contest for over 40 years, sharing this global celebration of diversity and inclusion with all Australians. We are committed to continuing this tradition with our participation in the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest. The decision regarding Israel's participation will be made by the EBU in the months to come. This unfolding debate highlights major questions about the intersection of politics with cultural events. What do you think? Should arts and entertainment stand apart from geopolitical issues, or is it time for a more conscientious approach to participation in global events? Share your thoughts below.